And we're live and we didn't realise we were live. We're live. Oh, hello. We're Threads of Light. Thank you so much for joining us. And Joanne's going to sing her beautiful song.
Yeah, you are the light. So you are the light. You are the threads of light, just like we're the threads of light. And we really hope that you'll join us in the singing of this beautiful song together.
Definitely.
So here we go. You are the light. You are the light. You are the colors and the sounds of the light. You are the light. You are the light. You are the colors and the sounds of the light. Rainbows of light, sounds that delight. You are the colors and the sounds of the light. Rainbows of light, sounds that delight. You are the colors and the sounds of the light. I am the light. I am the light. I am the colors and the sounds of the light. I am the light. I am the light. I am the colors and the sounds of the light. Rainbows of light, sounds that delight. You are the colors and the sounds of the light. Rainbows of light, sounds that delight. I am the colors and the sounds of the light. We are the light. Yes, we are the light. We are the colors and the sounds of the light. We are the light. Yes, we are the light. We are the colors and the sounds of the light. Rainbows of light, sounds that delight. We are the colors and the sounds of the light. Rainbows of light, sounds that delight. We are the colors and the sounds of the light. You are the light. I am the light. We are the colors and the sounds of the light.
Thank you, Joanne.
Lovely. Welcome, everyone. What a beautiful, beautiful sunny day after the rains and this beautiful blue moon that we had on the weekend to clear and cleanse. So we're just going to create a sacred space, and if you had an opportunity to gather a candle, bring out your own crystals, set yourself up in a beautiful area in your home, or if you haven't done that, we can just go there in the mind and create a beautiful space. So I'll just ask everybody to sit upright if you can, or you might want to stand, and just ground your feet onto the floor, and then through the floor, open those Yong Chuan points that are at the ball of the feet, our kidney 1 point, and just open those points to grow deep roots into our beautiful Mother Earth. And I'd like to take a moment now to acknowledge the traditional owners of this beautiful land, both past, present, and emerging. Feel those roots coming up through the center of the legs and up through your lower dantian, just below the navel. And as you draw those roots up through the center of the body, visualize them coming out as white light through the crown of the head, connecting beyond the clouds to the great central sun. And then breathing in the great central sun down through the center of our entire being and anchoring it back down, that beautiful energy back down into the earth. Just allow your arms to drop by your side and turn the palms towards the front of you. So the shoulders are nice and relaxed, elbows relaxed, wrist joints and the open palms and fingers, feeling the receiving of beautiful energy that we will cultivate through our threads of light, being togetherness today. In the center of the palm of our hands is what we call our Lao Gong point. And we draw in the energy through the soles of the feet, through the palms of the hands on every in-breath to receive the beautiful energies of the universe of Mother available to us at all times. Take a moment to breathe that in deeply and say yes to receiving.
Yes.
Place the tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth and gently breathe in and out through the nose. On every exhale, give yourself permission to just release and let go of anything that's stale, old, blocked, stagnant within the mind, the body, and the spirit. Everything that consciously and unconsciously is allowing itself to be released today on the out-breath through the soles of the feet into our beautiful Mother for transformation and transmutation. And now placing our hands onto our dantian, which is just the area below the navel. And every time we allow ourselves to be open to receive this beautiful energy that's available to us, we can deposit it like a bank account into our dantian, our storehouse, our solar plexus, our elixir of life area in the body. And this chi and this life force energy that is freely available to us at any given moment, in any point in time, wherever we are, through the gift of the breath, can be stored when we consciously and with our awareness direct the energy by breathing in and releasing on the out breath, and then storing it in the dantian to help build our immune system, to help calm and release the mind, relax the mind, to relieve stress, and to feel joyful and happy and beautiful and loving and compassionate. When you're ready, just gently blink the eyes open to this new moment in your beautiful sacred space. Just ask you to just rub your hands together. And now that you've been open to receive the energy, you'll be able to feel that in the palms of your hands. And then just gently take the hands apart and breathe into this beautiful space. And then taking the palms and just placing them over the front of your face, just not on, but just over the aura of the face. You may be able to feel that beautiful heat being generated, your life force energy. This is yours. It's empowering. We're going to just take the hands and take them over the top of the head and around the jawline. And we're going to just do this 6 times. Feeling the energy of our own life force freely given through the breath and through the intention of the mind. Where our attention goes, the energy follows. And when you're finished, just gently place the hands back onto your knees or your legs. Just taking a moment to drink in this beautiful energy, saying thank you. Taking a nice deep breath in and a beautiful breath out. And blinking gently open. Thank you and welcome.
Beautiful, Joanne. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was lovely.
We were really lucky on the weekend. Joanne had invited Simon Blow down, if you want to explain.
Yes, we had a beautiful weekend workshop with Simon Blow, who's a master in Qigong, who just lives in Sydney. And we were very fortunate to do a workshop called Gui Gen, which is restoring natural harmony within the body. And Gui Gen means coming back to the root of all things. So we're able to really cleanse all of our meridians, all of our organs, and really put ourselves in a place of, as one lady called it, holistic bliss.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So we were very grateful to have him down. We had 36 participants who attended, all of whom received something from that practice, and it really has deepened their practice too, to want to incorporate it into their everyday lives. And hopefully next year, well, not hopefully, he is coming in May next year, and we're really looking forward to having his beautiful energy down here.
Absolutely. For me personally, because I've been training with Joanne for about 1.5 years in Tai Chi and Qigong, and that's been an hour practice. Whereas doing a whole day of practice, amazing.
It was absolutely energetically restoring.
Oh, you could just feel the heat.
Ramps up the energy, doesn't it? Collectively.
Absolutely. If anyone is, not feeling well or, feeling off colour, and especially now with our high energies, Qigong is absolutely amazing, and I would really recommend it. I've worked with energies all my life, and very early on learnt about colour, aromatherapy, the meridian lines in the body, and just feeling the power and the heat from doing Qigong. Very powerful.
And the great thing about it is that we can do this wherever we are. And it's not just about the movement of the practice, but it's the awareness, just like what we just did in that preparation as we started today. That is Qigong. It's tapping into the universal energies that are freely available to us and drinking them in with love and gratitude to restore the natural the natural well-being of our body. Our body knows how to bring itself back to homeostasis, which is balance and harmony, if we just give it that space too.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't take long.
No, not at all.
No.
So if you
have
no pleasure, no, thank you. So if you do have a chance, if you haven't tried Qigong, we highly recommend it. But if you had, and if you've experienced an hour, give yourself a beautiful gift of doing a whole day.
And if anybody does, we just before the COVID period, we did a series of practices, both Tai Chi and Qigong, and they're available on the YouTube channel called Joanne's Tai Chi Practices. And it's not an instructional video, but it is one that you can just follow, because it was meant to support the community during that period. Yeah, so that's available there.
Well done. No, it's great.
You.
No, anything
Beautiful.
for Qigong, I'm all Qigong.
It's
We
so
might talk
revitalising.
about, at one point, what the meaning of Qigong means and the difference between Qigong and Tai Chi, because sometimes people don't really quite know, but they're very, very interrelated. Yeah,
They're sort of married between
They are.
the practices. Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about Theta Healing and share with you how to use Theta Healing in a nutshell, so you can start using that practice as well as Qigong. I've studied healing for over 30 years, and Theta is one of the fastest healing modalities I've worked with so far. So basically, when you focus at the top of your head, and it changes your brainwave to an alpha brainwave, so we're more meditative and more calm. When you focus at the top of your head, and say either creator, divinity, source, light, Allah, Buddha, God, whatever that energy means for you, instantly it changes your brainwave to a theta brainwave. And the theta brainwave is the brainwave of instant healing and instant manifesting. So what we're working with this from my training with Vina Stiebel in theta is we're not asking creator to heal something, you're asking creator to change it. And your job, and when you go to a practitioner's job, is to witness the brightest, whitest light pouring into your body, brighter than the midday sun, washing through your body like as light as a feather, changing the old so that you light up. And that can be remarkably fast. So what I'd like to work with today is helping with depression, anxiety, and stress. So always asking your permission. And when I ask for something, if you say yes, and you could even type in yes if you wanted to. Just asking if creator has your permission to balance the chemicals in your brain. Because when our chemicals are in balance, if our serotonin chemical is out, we'll have depression. And if the noradrenal chemical is out in the brain, then we can have really high rage or heat or anger. So just focusing at the top of your mind and asking creator to balance the chemicals in your body. Thank you. Yes. And asking creator to balance your hormones as well. Thank you. Yes. And also asking creator to expand your aura to as big as creator would like it, which is really big. Thank you. Yes. And if there's any dents or cracks or tears in your auric field, if creator could balance those for you, realign that. And if you happen to have any, if there's any energies that are attached that shouldn't be there, if creator could send them to creator's light, would be fantastic. Big fat yes on that. Also, if creator could clear, if you have any emotional depression, because sometimes when I look at people, there'll be shadow above the head, which alludes to me they're potentially mental depression. But if I see shadow around the heart area, it can be emotional. So if you also have emotional depression, if creator has permission to take care of and change that for you, big fat yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. And to really download into in the place of the heaviness, I'm also being reminded, if there's also in your family line a history or in hereditary depression or anxiety and stress, if creator could also change that for you. Thank you, yes. And to really download into joy, that you allow joy, and the brightest rays of joy pouring and washing through as creator balances those chemicals in your brain, and to really bring joy deep into your heart in place of that depressed or heavy energy. And then in the place, if creator could clear the anxiety, change the anxiety, yes on that, and download into peace, like these beautiful crystals, just such soft peace into you, into your mind, mental body, into your words, into your emotions, auric field, and your soul. And just also if creator has permission to clear you of any stress, and in the place, just on that, and in the place of that, to really download serenity, like a really serene, again, this beautiful soft energy, so that you allow that to come into being. So I'm just going to witness the brightest, whitest light pouring through you all, and just if you could also witness brighter than the midday sun pouring in as we shift this energy. And into your home, allowing the angels of light to come into your home and clearing your homes, clearing anything around you, your life, your work or career that is causing any type of depression, anxiety, or stress. Thank you. It is done. It's done. It's done. Just say yes to that.
Yes.
Yay. Yes.
Beautiful.
Or And just allowing yourself to sit in that beautiful light energy, and just allow Creator to continue to wash the light through and wash the light through. And if you're still feeling maybe a bit flat, or if there is any anxiety and stress, it's then asking Creator to show you, what is that? Is it, is there fear there? Is there uncertainty? And then whatever you get a flash on, ask Creator to change that from balance and harmony and serenity. So it's just a matter of working with that higher energy all the time to continually change anything that's out of balance or out of alignment, bringing you back into your great light, the great glorious being that you truly are. So that's Theta in a nutshell.
Thank you. And just maybe a little tool. I know that I've done this for myself. When I felt the negative energies that I felt in my life, or things that are not working, I actually write them down on a list. And then on the other side of that list, I write the opposite of what I do want. And then I just focus on that. I'm a visual kinesthetic person. Yeah. So it really helps me to write down, and see, and then speak it. And then it's in my mind. That writing is in my mind. So that's a little tip. We've got so many little things that we can do for ourselves that are that help cement all of this beautiful new energy, and what we want to create, what we want to create into our lives. And that was just beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
I could feel that washing all over me, Dorothy.
Yay.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you, Creator. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Creator.
Really
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to sing a song that I wrote about what I experience when I am working with people, what I see or sense or feel. Sorry, Joanne.
You just come in, sit in a bit more.
Thank you.
There you go.
And this song is what I do is I encourage people to come home to their great light, the giant of light that they are, and so that their soul can fly with light. So this song is called Fly, and this is my guitar beauty. She's a beauty. I saw your soul raging, too much pain to bear, broken by sorrow, drowning in despair. Won't you step into the light, take the angel's hand, and turn to God? Come home, come home, come home. I saw your soul burning, you were broken to the core, lost and alone. Won't you come home, come home, come home? I saw you stepped into the light, took the angel's hand, and turned to God.
beautiful.
Thank you.
That was so gorgeous. I loved it.
Beautiful. We might take
Love
a
that
moment
song.
just to sit in and rest in that, within the beautiful vibration of the words of that song that I'm sure would have touched your heart as it has touched ours. Just breathe in and drink in. Receive. That was
Just beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dorothy.
And I love your voice. It's just gorgeous.
Oh, we hope
Yeah.
that you have received those energies as we have received them here this afternoon.
Absolutely.
That was just divine.
Yeah. it
Thank
was
you, Dorothy.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yep, great.
And if you ever want to see someone's aura, like we're all auric beings. We basically exist with energy and light. That's the whole existing force of life and nature. If you ever want to see someone's aura, quite often you can see them when someone is singing like that or demonstrating. You can see their aura. I see yours when you're doing your Qigong, and I see yours when you're doing your guitar. So, but for anyone who doesn't know how to see an aura, if you just squint your eyes, just very like as though you're going to sleep, but you can just see out of your eyes. And if you look at someone, come on, do it. So if you look at someone and focus, you'll actually see their aura, and quite often you'll see shards of light coming from that person. And yeah, auric fields are like a foot around the body, which is why when you're talking to someone, if someone comes up, you're like, whoa, step back, because you're invading their auric space, sort of thing. Which is why you've got to give people space, or you should give people space. Not you've got to, but you should. But color runs our endocrine system, and is absolutely essential for everyday life. But we can actually color balance ourselves. We don't realize we're doing it part of the time. And it's when you've got to go to somewhere really important, or something's coming up, some event, something's happening, and you're like, oh my God, my wardrobe becomes your bed, because your endocrine system basically is sort of like shaking. It's like, oh my God, what am I doing? Wow, I'm going to be late. So that's the reason where you sort of have a garment set out to wear, and you just change your mind all of a sudden, because you sort of, don't worry, men, you don't get it, because us women usually organise you guys.
Yeah.
Or the man in the relationship. If you're gay, usually one of you takes lead and goes, okay, this is what we're wearing, this is what you're doing, and but yeah, they don't get it, sort of thing. They're sort of like, okay, we're going to be late, but we're late, we're 10 minutes. Yep, you're really helping me. So what you had set out to wear, you basically, may not wear in the end, because your endocrine system gets that upturned in times of, when there's times of stress or that sort of thing. You get upturned, and basically we're drinking that light in all the time. Light energy, the earth energy is actually red. It's a red energy, and the cosmos is blue. So when you're actually out and about, you're actually drinking so much flavor and color in that
all the time.
It's why some people are buzzing in different areas, because some areas are
Nature.
high. Yeah. Some areas
nature.
are high energy areas, and some are really low. But basically when you through white, all color is present. So there's levels of the light that come through, and we can't see, the naked eye can't really see the color that's beaming through on a daily basis, but sometimes you can capture that on film, and sometimes when you're out and about, you can sort of feel, like, wow, you feel so refreshed because you just like that energy that's come through, you can really feel it, especially if you've been walking out and about with your feet, bare feet sort of thing.
Or if we see a rainbow.
Yeah,
you
you
see
can
a
drink
rainbow
it in.
just,
Yes.
We become,
it's amazing.
we become tantalised by those colours.
Yes, yeah. And colour is the most extraordinary healer. If babies are born with diseased tonsils, or if, babies are born with any, organ defect, colour can have an extraordinary effect on them if they use that colour to actually wrap the baby in.
There's also colour lamps. You can
the
can lay them
infrared
under.
colour lamps,
Blue light,
and
green
ultraviolet,
lights.
they use all different light therapy now for that sort of thing, for healing. But colour, even to wrap yourself in a green towel. Basically, the heart chakra is green and pink, but the fastest colour to heal anything that's broken or diseased in the body is green. So having lots of plants around you is really, really healthy. Sorry, didn't mean to pull that plant there. I nearly pulled it over on me. But having lots of plants inside the home is really, really good. And there's 3 plants that are really, really high energy. The first one's hemp. That's the most extraordinary, it puts out the most extraordinary oxygen, but it actually, one tiny hemp plant is equivalent to 10 fully grown, matured grandparent gums. Wow. So, it's just, it's quite extraordinary in the way that it takes up the carbon monoxide and the atmospheric pollutants. And the other plant is the spider plant, the ones with the
green
and white. And they have little, they're high oxygenation. And the other one is the mother-in-law's tongue, they call it. Like it comes up with a, that one.
It's sort of like a plant,
not the peace lily.
No, not the peace lily.
Is it like a tube and the...
I'll have to bring it next time and I'll show you.
We'll upload it.
So it actually comes up. Yeah, you can Google it. Mother-in-law's tongue. Actually, it's kind of within the. Well, I feel like it's within the cactus sort of
like
family.
Aloe vera. Is it kind of an aloe vera?
Kind of. It's sort of got that. They're not spiky at all, but it just comes straight up. Don't put it on your skin like aloe vera though. Aloe vera is very healing. But so I will bring it next time when we're on, and I'll show you what the plants, what I mean, not the hemp. I don't have that. I want it, but I don't have it. But basically we can all balance our own endocrine systems, and we do it without even knowing. And if you're feeling depressed, Dorothy mentioned and did a beautiful clearing before about the depression and connecting with those higher energies, asking Creator for permission. If you're feeling depressed, stay away from indigo and violet, because they can they're your head chakra colours and your auric colour, so they can actually sort of dampen your mood a lot. They are good for people in their headspace a lot, sort of, anxious, worried, that sort of thing. But depression's different there again. So those violet rays aren't good for depression. So when they say put lavender on, it's calming, that's not a good one if you're depressed. You need more uplifting colours, and you can use a lot of essential oils. Jo will be talking about essential oils soon, but you can use a lot of essential oils, and essential oils actually have the ability to, they're a live energy. So you've got a live energy in a little bottle. So they've got the ability of colour, and you're getting a rainbow of colour with absolutely all the food that we eat, that we grow, and the aromatherapy oils.
So what's the colour that helps with depression? What would be
the colour that helps with the depression is green. You can't beat green, turquoise, especially yellows.
Orange.
Orange.
Sunny.
Any of the citrus colours are really good for depression. And talking about citrus colours, if you're studying or want to retain information about a particular thing that you're looking at, or reading a book that you love and go, I wish I could remember what was in that book, study with a bowl of actual lemons or a bowl of oranges or limes. Any of those three citrus colours will help the memory retain what you're trying to remember. And that's because of their energy. They hold high energy. Orange is the reproductive colour, and that's I wouldn't say it's the highest because the sun's the highest, but they're all sort of on that high energy level.
Because I know when I need to focus, I use rosemary.
Yes.
I'll put some rosemary oil, a
That's
sprig
green.
of rosemary on my temples, under my nose, and that really helps me with concentration. Memory.
Yeah. Rosemary is amazing, and it's one of the natural antibiotic as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's also clearing and cleansing.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about the auric, seeing the aura before,
Mm.
I've known before when I've done training in, psychic development stuff, that if you have a person stand on a white wall, then you get to see
you can see clearer.
But when I was looking at you, there was all pink around you, but it's like I don't see it with my physical eyes. I see it more in my head.
Some people you can see it, like if I'm in a
occasionally
church,
I get that blessing.
Oh,
but not usually. I see people's pain.
Yes, right. Yeah.
And I always ask, why can't I see all those colours?
She's gifted. Not everyone can see all those colours.
But I asked to see all the colours, and it's like, I keep hearing you, I'll get too distracted with all the rainbow colours.
Yes, yeah.
You were white.
I see white around you a lot. Yeah, and I see green around you a lot as well. Yeah, turquoisey.
Mm.
Yeah,
turquoise. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful turquoise. But so if you do want to see color, like people's auras, the best place for it is go into a church and just look at the priest talking. You'll see that they've got a massive aura around them, and it's anyone that's kind of, or if there's a if you're listening to a speaker, looking at a speaker, you can generally see their aura.
Because there's white behind you,
comes out.
If you're squinting and looking at Melisa, you'd probably see what your aura is, because you've got white right behind you.
Yes, yeah.
Let us know.
And
shoot us a message.
Shoot us some messages. But if you're definitely the life force colors, red, the base chakra, then it comes up to orange, which is the reproductive. Then you've got the yellow, which is the adrenal, and then you've got the heart, which is green and pink, the throat, which is navy, the third eye, indigo, and then the violet light right above the aura. But if you're wanting to do a really fast, a really quick balance on yourself, I suggest going to or near water if you can, or even to the beach is the best place, but you may not be able to get to the beach. If you can't, near water is good. Even if you've got a fish tank at home, go for broke. Any water is good.
Maybe soaking their feet in a tub of water.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
Some Epsom salts.
Epsom salts is so clearing for the body. Yeah, the feet detoxify through that. So that little foot bath is so beautiful, so powerful. But so if you want to do a quick, an auric balance on yourself, you can do one of the very quick ways that I would like to tell you about is if you're down near the water, or you can visualize water in your mind, and basically just before I go into that, what you hold in your memory retention, so what you wish to hold, we all have a choice. I've had clients that say to me, I can't meditate, it just never works for me. That's a choice. It's a choice whether you would like to it's concentrating on your breathing and just closing your eyes and seeing, even picturing in your mind that beautiful circular light coming in. And then you can just picture, if you're down near the water or any water, if you just picture the moment that your feet touch the water, or if you're sitting beside your fishbowl, I've got to take this back to the fishbowl now. If you're sitting beside the fishbowl, just imagine that water coming up and just cleansing your body. So you can just imagine when it hits your body, you're filling up your auric field. So you filling up your cavities very quick. And I like to imagine first your soul lit up, your spine lit up, your soul. Yeah, I like to imagine that. No, your soul. Yeah, here I go again. Your soul, your spine all lit up. So I like to imagine that as a bright fluorescent tube, and then from that cavity, I like to see all the colors come in and flood the whole of the chakra system. So you're balanced, but always remember when you do that quick chakra balance, you must always close off with a white light. That's so that you're not feeling imbalanced, or sometimes if you're falling asleep and you do a chakra meditation and you sort of fall asleep halfway through, you can wake up a little wonky sometimes, not always, but sometimes you can, because it's a very powerful healer. And every time you quieten your breath and you listen to just it's pretty much nothingness, but you listen to your breath, concentrate on your breath, you will get yourself there into that beautiful relaxed state of just this harmony floating around. And you can imagine yourself literally floating on water, or if you don't like water, you know, if you're not a swimmer and you don't like the ocean, just imagine yourself in a beautiful bath, you know, like a spa bath, bubble bath, anything like that will be easy for you to sort of connect and relax. And it just, where there is light, darkness can't enter. So if you've been scared of something, worried about something, if you're in the light, there is no dark. So there's no, it's gone. And once it's done, That's it. It's thank you, it's done. And the angels are always there to help. So
Always.
Ask the angels for help always.
Always.
Yeah.
It's great.
So,
For me, my big balancer is the ocean. I
Oh,
go to the beach every day.
absolutely. That
walk along the
beautiful
beach.
turquoise energy is just,
And whenever I can, I get in that water.
Same.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
water babies.
We are.
Yeah,
You see blue,
absolutely.
white, everything.
Water
Yeah,
babies.
blue.
Yeah, crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You're going to
So-
take us through a meditation now? Or
I could take them through.
Yeah.
Have we got time to
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Write in and say if we're boring you with this. And please write in with questions if you like while we're live. We'd love to answer them. So basically, I'll take you through that meditation. So if you can just imagine yourself, get a nice comfortable seat and just imagine yourself really concentrating on your breath, and just close your eyes and let go. Just let go. You don't need to hold on. You don't need to be thinking about anything, just your breath. And when you're breathing in and out, just now imagine that you are down at the water's edge. And imagine as soon as your feet hit that water that your spine lights up, and it's like a fluorescent tube, and it's all lit up, and it's basically you're turning yourself like on a, you know, like as in turning yourself as to receptive mode. So when the water hits your feet, I want you to imagine the colors streaming up your body. So first of all, the first cavity is red. So filling in that first cavity from the base of that beautiful spine of yours, and then the next cavity. Once that's all filled, breathing deeply, orange for your beautiful reproductive organs. The next cavity is yellow, and that's for the adrenal stomach area. You're breathing in that beautiful sun energy. The next cavity is your heart chakra, where it's beautiful green and pink, hues, and I like to imagine that mixed. And then coming up to your throat chakra, which is navy. So breathing in that beautiful navy. As you're still breathing very deeply, come up to your third eye. And your third eye is indigo, which is that beautiful plummy purple colour. And now I want you to imagine you have a white funnel at the top of your head sprouting right out 2 foot above your head. And that's got violet light in it for your major crown. And once you're there, if you can take a few deep breaths and just ask for whatever it is that you are wanting in your life. You may want help with something, you may want change. So embrace what you need in that particular moment. This is the time to ask for what you want, hold on to what you want. And once you've got that firmly planted in your mind, then you close off with a beautiful white light around your entire body. So you see your entire body encapsulated in a white light, which just closes all those beautiful colours off. And breathing deeply, if you just come back into the room or back into your space and open your eyes, your chakra meditation is done and you're balanced. You've balanced yourself. So, yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
felt like a thermometer rising.
Yeah.
All of those beautiful colours.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was
I really
awesome.
like that one as a quick one that you can do the moment your feet hit the water. It's like boom, 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 done.
Right.
And you just hold on to what you want. So, you know, for anyone that is feeling low and that low vibration, it's really important that you only think of what you really want or what you really love. Yeah. You know, it's not about being down on yourself. It's just about only what you want. Don't worry about anything that's happened or shoulda, woulda, coulda, because you cannot change that. You're right here, right now, and that's what you've got to focus on. That's what you can build off and change. And you know what? You can do anything. You can do anything.
We can, can't we?
Thank you, Melisa.
Great.
That was beautiful. So that brings us into another supportive tool, which is our beautiful essential oils. When I was a child, one of my greatest loves to do was take photos of plants. And my mum used to say, "What are you wasting? What are you wasting those? You know, the film on plants?" But I was absolutely mesmerised and in awe and wonder of their complexity, their beauty, and the way that they would just grow with all those different colours and different parts of the plant. So as I grew older,
Gorgeous is
I know,
that?
I just loved
Just me
it.
as a kid, I was always picking flowers. I'd walk the
Oh, were
neighbourhood.
you?
Yeah, picking flowers.
Yeah.
I'd love to get in really close. And the more you closer you got in, the more you saw.
And me as a kid, I was always making mud pies.
So I came into aromatherapy really rather by accident. I was a guinea pig for a massage therapist who was giving a workshop, and I experienced, you know, the oils. And this lady was a psychic spiritualist, and she said to me afterwards, she goes, "You should go and do aromatherapy." And I did. So I'm really glad that I did, because, you know, plants have been created on this earth as our medicine. And we can use them complementary to our Western medicine as well. Both are, you know, can be balanced. So I'm going to just talk about a few oils that can help with anxiety and depression and to relieve stress. And the first one I am going to talk about is lavender, only because I've got these beautiful little plants here, because the lavender comes, I'll just get it close to the camera. There we go. These little beauties. The oil comes from the flowering top, and it's steam distilled. So lavender is known as the mother of all oils, because it's very nurturing. And I know some people don't like the smell of it. It kind of repels them. but it's the mother of all oils. So it's very embracing, it's very encompassing, and it's one of the most safest oils that you can use on your body and even for babies.
Oh, it's fantastic for bites, any infections at all.
I find if I get
Fantastic.
tight muscles here, I'll just put, if I get pain anywhere, I'll put lavender.
Yeah,
And
because
it just takes that.
yeah. Well, if we look at a lavender plant, most of us, when we would look at a lavender plant, it just sort of somehow instills a relaxation response. And there's a lot of different properties and different benefits that lavender has, but we're just kind of talking about on stress and depression, relaxation. So it is purple. So it's related to the mind. So if you need the mind to relax, if you're overstimulated, perhaps if you smell it and you're repelled by it, it's not meant for you on that day, but it might be what you need more of in your life as well. So, you just take it in slowly. And how to apply the essential oils, we need to have respect for them, and there are some precautionary measures. Most of them can be used safely, especially lavender. But I would recommend, if you don't know a lot about them, to always use them with a carrier oil, like almond oil or coconut oil or olive oil if you haven't got any of those oils. And you can just take a drop. And the easiest way to take them in is to just rub your hands together.
I love lavender.
And one drop is plenty. One drop is plenty. And just place your hands in front of your nose and simply inhale it.
I wish you were getting this at home because this is really
it's
good.
it's just
Hopefully
lovely.
you've got lavender at home that you could be doing it with us.
Yeah, and get a good quality oil, because there are a lot of oils on the market that say that they are therapeutic, but a lot of them are synthetically made to keep the price low.
Yeah.
If you get a good quality therapeutic grade oil, it's going to work on all the emotional, on your mind, your body, and your spirit, because they oxygenate the blood.
They're carrying live energy.
They're carrying live essence from the plant. So lavender is one. It's the good all-rounder. If you have nothing else, have lavender in your cupboard. Fantastic for burns. Okay, now Dorothy was talking about bringing more joy into your life. And I always find the best oil for that is orange. And if we think about an orange, even as you think about it, saliva starts gets created in your mouth. Orange brings in the sweetness back into life. And any of the citrus oils, whether orange, lemon, I've got orange, lemon and bergamot, but you could also have grapefruit
or lime.
These are all known as top note oils. So we have top note, base, mid note and base note, almost like a musical instrument. Yeah. And all the top note oils, if you can relate it to the body, all the top note oils are connected with the mind, the head, the top part of the body. The mid note oils around the mid part of the body, and the base note oils are what grounds us. So all the citrus oils are top note oils, and it's what you will first, if you had a blend, it would be the first thing that you would pick up in smell. And when we take in that inhalation, we go up through the olfactory bulbs and we bypass the blood-brain barrier, which is what stops the brain from getting infections, foreign bodies. But the oils are recognized by the brain, and it goes straight up into the limbic system, the old part of the brain. So it connects straight away. And as soon as we take the inhalation through the respiratory system, it's going in oxygenating the blood straight away. So bergamot, wild orange and lime bring that sweetness. Lemon also clears and cleanses. So if we're feeling a little bit depressed or anxious or, not quite upbeat, again, one drop in the hand, this is the easiest way. Rub it in the palms and just inhale it. The lemon oil comes from the skin, from the rind. So they call it maceration. and they turn the rind inside out and macerate the oil. And if you ever squeeze the oil, like squeeze a lemon or an orange on a board to get it soft, to get all the juice happening, you'll see the oil coming out on your board. So it's all
the same with if you run it under hot water before you juice them.
Oh, right.
You'll actually, when you take it out from the hot water, you can actually see the oil oozing out of the little pores
of the rind.
The skin,
yeah. And hence why they say taking a glass of lemon upon first waking in the morning before you have anything. Even though people think that lemon is acidic, when you take it in the body, it alkalizes the body. So wherever you can, kind of throw away those processed dressings and just put lemon and oil on your dressing, and it's just absolutely beautiful.
I like steamed veggies.
Steamed veggies.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And the main, I've always found the main one for depression is bergamot, which is the green. It comes from the bitter part of the, it's another part, the bitter orange, the bitter part of the orange.
From the flower?
From the flower, yeah. Just to note that bergamot is what they called phototoxic, so you would never put this on neat, on an outside part of your body that was exposed to the sun. So once again, just always put a little bit of carrier oil and then inhale it, put it on the soles of your feet. Soles of the feet are another quick way to get the oils absorbed into the body. You might like to diffuse the oils. Make a diffuser.
Really
A drop in the shower in the morning with the heat. You can inhale
steam
it. Yep. So that's another way. And you can also make up a blend and use it as a spray. So you can take it to work. And, when you're feeling stressed out, just spray around you. And it's cleaning the air, as well. And also clearing any negative energies that might be around you as well.
The other thing I do when I change my sheets, put clean sheets on, I put essential oils on my sheets. And then when I get into bed that night, heaven.
It's beautiful.
And I can smell when my cat's been, because I'm like, you've been laying on the bed, because I'll smell essential oils on her.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful too.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways that you can use the oils, and you don't need a lot of them. You just need a few that can do a variety of things. And the last oil I'm going to talk about is what we call lavender peace or serenity. And this is a great oil to use before you go to bed at night. I even get up in the morning sometimes and dab a bit of oil on my wrist. This point here is the heart meridian, on the heart meridian line. So if you can place some there or on the edge of the finger, the little finger line, the pericardium line, when you dab that, you're calming your heart, your spirit chi. So the lavender peace is made up of lavender and sweet marjoram, Roman chamomile. We often have Roman chamomile as a tea to calm us. Ylang ylang. It's such a sensual, beautiful oil. Hawaiian sandalwood. So sandalwood is a base note oil, so it's very grounding. And vanilla bean extract. So most of these oils, apart from the Hawaiian sandalwood, are mid-note. They address your endocrine system.
Yes.
So your immune system can just be uplifted, but also calmed, so it can bring everything into balance. So, if you want to know anything more about the oils, I'll put a link in our feed where you can purchase the oils. Also got a site called Love Those Oils, and you might want to visit that at some stage as well. But if you want to know,
you've got a site, have you, Jo?
It's a Facebook page.
Oh, lovely.
It's a Facebook page. But if you want to know anything more about the oils, you might want to send us in, maybe a question about them, and then we can answer them, include them. The main thing is how we've used the oils today is because it's colour. And if we surround ourselves by a beautiful bouquet of roses or a beautiful bouquet of flowers, we all know
just uplifts you just naturally.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add too, for anyone that's in their mind a lot, mental strain, a lot of high-end jobs, and especially with COVID now working from home, we don't really have the we're not doing the high energy things that we might have used to have done, like, walking to work or, walking from the train to work. But if you're in that state of severe stress, what you can do is, if the chi energy is the highest from 4 a.m. in the morning, and that's the ultraviolet light, that's the magenta light. So if you go out before the sun sets, you'll see a lot of people getting up
Before the sun sets or sunrise?
Sun rises, sorry.
Okay.
Before the sun rises, sorry. So if you go out and you meditate in that colour, and to meditate, it doesn't matter if you just want to imagine the tiny nanoparticles coming in, or if you want to do a full meditation, whatever is right for you, and whatever's right for, if you've got animals with you, they feel it as well. They are absorbing our stress all the time. So if you can go out into the morning before the sun rises, you're going to drink in that beautiful magenta halo, and it'll center you, but not if you're depressed. Don't do that if you're depressed, because you're getting too much of the purple. If you're in a very depressed state, you need to sway away from
and use some of the other colours.
Yeah, use some of the lighter uplifting colours, like the orange, the lime, the lemon, anything. The bergamot's fantastic, lang-a-lang's fantastic. But anything with a green colour for your heart chakra is really good for that state.
And look, you could talk hours about colour therapy, but the main thing I think we want people to feel is that as a thread of light, which we all are, we all carry these vibrations of colour within us. So we've got an access to these tools within us, and we've got access to the external tools around us. So you might want to think about your current surroundings, and are they really uplifting you the way, or making you feel the way you want to feel? And if not, just change something. One thing, put a cushion. Doesn't have to be anything expensive. Just a bright coloured cushion, that's your choice, or a bright coloured top, and just see how you feel with it on. And if it doesn't feel good today, it might feel good, and maybe tomorrow it won't.
And you will get that, and you'll wonder why that happens.
Yes.
But that's your own endocrine system balancing itself.
That's right. So listen to those whisperings of the body, those little whisperings that says, I don't feel like eating a bowl of beautiful salad, a rainbow coloured bowl, when we're
getting all those energies.
That's right, through the food, and then through the colour of that.
A commonly asked question is, are essential oils safe if you're pregnant? Absolutely. The only one to avoid if you're pregnant is pine needles. Please don't touch pine needles, but all the other essential oils are perfectly safe to use when you're, to bathe in, and there's no amount that's it's not going to affect the baby unless you're drinking the oils. I'm an aromatherapist and massage therapist, and I've been doing that ever since I was basically 17, and I worked with all of my pregnancies with all the oils. And the only one I never used though is pine needles. Had a request for it one day when I was an expectant mother, and I said, no, I can't use it on you, but you can purchase it here and take it home. They're so cleansing, and they're beautiful for the auric field as well. So if you want to use them, the best oil that I can recommend is almond oil, which is the best oil for the skin. But as Joe said, any oil's great, even what did you mention before? The coconut oil. The olive oil, coconut.
I used to use apricot
They're
oil.
fine.
Apricot.
Yes,
Jojoba oil is very
it?
good too, because it doesn't go off. It's not rancid.
Yes.
And it's also the closest to the collagen of our skin.
Yeah.
What I would say to people is the nose knows. So if you inhale an oil and it just repels you, don't use that one.
Yeah.
You don't need it for that day.
No.
Okay. And always just use one drop. You don't need a lot. In some cases, like coriander and cilantro, and oregano, they're regarded as hot oils. You would only, you can use it as a drop to put on the soles of your feet, but anywhere else, very little. So if you have any questions about the oils, we would love to answer them for you. Okay. Yes. We thank you. Yes, go.
And before we go, because we're finishing up with a song, which is great, we're going to be back on Sunday, the 29th of November at 2:00, and we're going to have some of Joanne's friends of Joanne's are coming on, a group that she works with, and they're going to be talking about the warp
And
weft
threads. Yes.
of light. So, if you're free, then please join us. We'd love you to join us.
Yes, and this is just one of the beautiful cards. It's called One with Gaia.
Beautiful.
And my beautiful friend, soul sister Rosemary, and hopefully some of our other friends will be here to introduce you to these beautiful, sacred, dreaming cards that we have actually anchored into the earth. Okay, fantastic. So we look forward to seeing you next time.
And thanks for joining us. It's
Thanks
awesome
for joining
being
us.
with us and sing with us as we as we finish off.
Thank you. So we're going to sing I Can See Clearly Now, just a verse. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows this song.
And just before we do that, I just want to mention the
Thank
Love
you.
Planet as well, our beautiful Rose Temple that Dorothy is behind. There is a GoFundMe for that as well. So if you can get on board with this, if you know anyone that can help with the temple,
we really want to.
We would be so indebted. Yeah, so appreciative.
Thank you.
Yes,
You guys.
absolutely. We're all behind it. We're all behind
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you.
If you want to know any more about the Love Planet and the
give us a
temple,
call.
please write in, and Dorothy will definitely answer all of your queries with that. Yeah.
Thanks
Okay,
so
so
much.
here we go.
Pleasure.
I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, oh bright, sunshiny day. Thank you, everyone.
You.
See you in November.
That was beautiful. Thanks,
Definitely.
Oh, sorry, Dorothy.
Thanks,
Thanks
guys.
heaps, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Woohoo.
Hang on.